I know the main presidents. I don't know the rest. There's like
Who are
50.
the main presidents?
George
There's 46.
Washington, Abe Lincoln, Obama. Hyper Talkative. Oh God, Ruby.
Welcome to episode 26 of Hyper Talkative Podcast.
Thanks for being here.
You're probably surprised that I am here because I posted on the story that I was leaving the show.
Oh my God.
Because all of you voted for Georgia over me.
I was so interested in knowing why you started. But now I know.
It's because I'm here to face my enemies.
Oh my God.
I'm here to speak to you all directly. Just know that I saw if you voted for Georgia. I saw the 5 of you who voted for me, and I love you.
Was it actually 5?
It was close, and one of them was me.
So 4. Then.
To all of you who voted for Georgia, count your days.
Ruby and I thought it would be funny to post that as a joke.
It turned out to not be a joke.
It's still a joke because we wouldn't make you choose, and that was the whole bit.
But everybody chose
but it was
Georgia.
The bit. Because, and that's, you even said beforehand, you were like, more people are going to vote for you.
I thought that they would come through for me.
Well,
you know what it proved to me? It's that everybody in my life is unsupportive. Because
I
was
think
looking through the poll. Georgia has people from church, from home, from high school, from college. You know who I
really
had?
supportive people in my life.
My sister voted for Georgia.
Thank you, Jaina. Love you.
Jake voted for me only because I'd break up with him if he didn't.
Did you tell him to? Or
No,
okay,
he did
That's
it.
good.
Valentina voted for me on her second account after she voted for you.
That's actually quite clever of her to vote for me on one account
Stop
and you on the
standing up
other.
for her.
I'm just
she
saying.
She chose you.
But then she also chose you. She went
just know
out of her way to...
that I knew. I noticed. I kept tabs of everyone who voted for Georgia. Anyways.
Thanks for voting for me, guys. Even though it doesn't matter.
Hope you're happy I'm still here, everyone.
But Ruby doesn't really think about it, as you can tell. Like, it doesn't really affect her. She doesn't really fazed by it. So that's the good thing, is we can just move on and admit that it's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, time to generate a random question. Let's get this conversation going. What was your best birthday?
Ooh.
I don't like this.
I do.
Okay, then you can start.
Okay. My name is Ruby, and my best birthday was my 7th birthday. It was Queen themed because I was really into Queen, the band. And my mom made me a cake, and on it said, "Freddie Mercury rocks and so do you."
Aww.
And I got a DVD of Queen live at the Bowl. So it was like a DVD of one of their live concerts. And my dad played Queen songs on his guitar for us. It was really fun.
Was it like a family party, or were you... What grade are you in at the age of 7?
1st grade.
Okay, so maybe some friends from class.
I think that maybe a couple... I feel like my cousins were probably there. Because when I was younger, my cousins lived closer, so they would come to our parties. Like, we would all do birthdays and stuff together. So I think it was probably my cousins, my family, and like maybe 1 or 2 of my close friends.
Okay.
Because I had, like, one of my close friends, Eliana, was my neighbor, too. So, like, she was probably there.
For sure.
Yeah, but it was really fun. I had a lot of fun birthdays, but that one just, like, sticks out to me for some reason.
Because it's Queen theme. Like, that's iconic.
Yeah, and that's why 7 is, like, my favorite number.
Yeah.
So.
Oh.
Yeah.
A little bit of background.
Yeah.
I don't like this question. My memory is bad. So.
That's true.
Me, like, recalling birthdays, I'm like, I'm going to think a little. So, and I'm not going to cut the audio. So you guys are just going to have to sit in silence while I think of something. Maybe my 3rd grade one.
I thought you were going to say your 3rd birthday. I was like, stop acting like you're one of those people that remembers being a child.
No.
I remember laying in my crib.
I've literally never heard anyone say that.
People say that, and I'm like, you're lying. You don't remember being born. You're a fraud. I'm out for blood today.
I know. Ruby's getting
I'm pissed off.
A little sassy. I'm kind of afraid. Can someone come get me, Mom? Anyways, 3rd grade, I had my birthday party at Build-A-Bear.
Ooh.
I love
So
Build-A-Bear.
you guys were rich.
No.
How did you afford all those bears?
I don't know.
Damn.
Birthday package.
Oh,
But
that's true.
then we ate my cake because Build-A-Bear was in a mall.
Mhm.
So we ate my cake in the Capital City Mall food court.
Oh, I drove past the Capital City Mall on Friday.
Yeah, because that's you will pass it. But that my 16th birthday was nice because
My 16th birthday was so fun.
yeah, I went.
Yeah,
Was
what
that
did
my
you do?
16th birthday or was that my 17th birthday?
Did you have a sweet 16?
Hell no.
I did.
Of course.
I had invited like 50 people.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was like a rager.
A lot of people in my grade had rager parties and I went, but I never had one. It's
not really your vibe.
I think I either my 16th or my 17th birthday, I went to the movies. Love the movies. But yeah, birthdays are fine.
Yeah.
Time to generate a random word.
I liked that question. It was a nice entry.
It was
Now
fine.
let's do this word.
Okay.
I know that you're not a big fan.
Lacking.
Lacking.
What's something that you've been lacking, Ruby? Because I can tell you something I've been lacking.
Tell me, Georgia.
Common sense.
Oh, would you like to tell them what you texted me today?
No.
Speaking of which,
I
I'll
don't
tell
really
them
want
instead.
to. I don't really want to.
Today, Georgia's texting me about SNL and about last night's SNL episode. And,
Which, to be fair, I didn't fully watch, okay?
So I text Georgia and I ask her who hosted SNL last night. And she says Woodrow Wilson. Oh, wait, I mean Woody Harrelson. Who the fuck is Woodrow Wilson? The former president.
Listen.
Involved in the League of Nations.
Listen. I'm not Owen Russell, okay? I can't just name any president off the top of my head. That's not something.
But
I know
do you know he's a president? Did you know before you looked it up?
I knew he was a
person?
political figure.
Okay.
A history figure. I didn't know he was a president. Sorry. I know the main presidents. I don't know the rest. There's like
Who are
50.
the main presidents? There's
George Washington,
46.
Abe Lincoln, Obama, Biden.
That's true. Those are really all the ones that matter.
Kennedy. Come on.
Reagan. Clinton.
See?
Both Bushes.
All right, Ruby, since you know all the
Both
presidents, why don't you
Roosevelts?
list them in order?
Okay. George
excited.
Washington. John Adams. You skip a few. Abe Lincoln.
Done.
Okay, but I can start with
But at least you...
John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson,
You're reading them
No,
off
I'm
my
not.
laptop.
Nixon. Is FDR after Nixon?
No.
I was just testing you.
No, you weren't.
Ford.
You read it off my laptop.
Jimmy Carter, who he's
You're
on
reading
his
it off
last
my
leg.
laptop.
Rest in peace.
Who's next?
After Jimmy Carter was Reagan.
Yeah.
After Reagan was Bush.
Yeah.
After Bush was Clinton.
Yeah.
After Clinton was the other Bush.
Yep.
After that Bush was Obama.
Obama.
After Obama
We didn't
is
have
the
a
4
president.
years we don't speak of. And now we have Joseph R. Biden in office. So
Okay.
come at me.
I don't even remember why I said, because I didn't. Okay.
I'm going to be honest with you. I knew that Woodrow Wilson is a president, but the only reason he's fresh in my brain is because we did just talk about him in my government class.
Right. Anyways, yeah, super crazy that Woodrow actually came back from the dead and hosted SNL last night. Great episode. Make sure you check it out.
Georgia was a part of it.
Within the past 24 hours, aside from that thing, I think I set popcorn on fire. I'm not convinced that I didn't see flames, but I saw the aftermath that could only be done by flames. I was home with my roommate Noelle, and we were like, let's make popcorn. Let's watch SNL make popcorn.
I made popcorn last night.
Aw,
It was perfect.
Okay, well, that was kind of rude. So I put the popcorn in the microwave for 3 minutes and then opened it up, and it's like deflated. And like when popcorn's done, it's like big. There's a lot of air in it, whatever. It wasn't like that.
Were the
It was
kernels
like,
popped?
I don't know. I didn't open it.
Oh, I thought you said you opened it.
No. It was just, I opened the microwave and I looked in and it was deflated. And I was
Okay.
like, this isn't done. Put it in for another minute. Opened it up and it was, what is that? Not steaming.
Smoking?
No, smoking. It was smoking.
Your nose thing is out.
Dang it. Take a shot every time you see my nose ring, guys. I'm having struggling issues. If you're a piercer, can you help? Anyways, so I open the microwave. The popcorn is smoking. And
Like
I say,
this?
Yeah, it had a blunt out actually. But I was like, Noelle, the popcorn's smoking. I don't think that's normal. Then I started to smell it and I was like, yeah. And she was like, Georgia, take it outside.
Yeah.
So I ran down the steps. Fire alarms never went off, which is something really important to note. I've set off the fire alarms about 3 times, none of which there was smoke.
Okay.
I set it off once when I was making sausage. I set it off once when I was boiling water. So it's just ironic that there's a literal fire in my apartment, but the alarms don't go off.
They're nowhere to be found.
So I run downstairs. I open the popcorn bag, and it's like I inhaled, like I inhaled it. And so did Noelle. And then I just opened the bag and I dumped it in my front yard. And this big, like, charred block of popcorn came out. And I was like,
Yummy.
Noelle ran upstairs, got some water, and we poured it on.
Yeah. Burnt popcorn, it stinks.
Yeah. And that's we came back in the apartment.
It lingers.
And I was like swatting at the ceiling, but it doesn't do anything. But we got 2 candles for Breeze.
Yeah.
Then we had gone out this morning to go to Wegmans, and we came back, and it's like you get used to the smell when you're living in it, and then we came back and we're like, yeah, still smells like burnt popcorn in here. So just a not a great year to be Georgia Hall.
That's okay.
Maybe next year.
Yeah. My high school
will be my year.
Let's hope so.
We can only hope.
Yeah. My high school cafeteria, we had a microwave in it. So like if you brought something and needed to heat it up, but like you were risky if you used that microwave because who knows what was in it and who knows when it had been cleaned. But every so often, people would bring in a bag of popcorn to make it lunch and just burn it. And then the
on
whole
purpose?
no, but like just because
Just
the microwave was janky.
Yeah.
And then the whole cafeteria would smell like burnt popcorn and also like fish just because of the microwave. It was so disgusting.
That's gross.
It literally, I can like smell it right now.
Did you ever microwave it? Anything?
Maybe once when I was desperate, but I just used a thermos.
Yeah.
If I needed something to stay warm, I would just use a thermos or literally just eat it cold because it wasn't worth getting a disease from the high school microwave. I do not miss eating in a cafeteria.
No, me either.
That, like, when you think about it, they give you like 20 minutes to get through the lunch line, find a seat, eat your lunch, throw out your trash. And
I started packing in middle school.
I started packing in elementary school.
I ate the food in elementary school because I feel like it was good then. And then I got to middle school and I started packing.
That's because then Michelle Obama got into office.
Yeah. You hate to say it.
Love her, but like,
what
girly,
did you do?
What did you do
to lunch?
You ruined it.
I remember that. Because she also, like, there was hand sanitizer in my classroom all of a sudden.
Oh.
I think she did that too.
Interesting.
Which is good.
Yeah.
You know, stay clean, stay healthy.
But like, do you need to take away cookies? No. That's a little bit far, Michelle. That's a little bit past the line. You crossed it.
You crossed it.
Yeah. I think I ate lunch at school a couple times when I was younger, but I would usually just pack.
I would eat lunch on certain days. I look at the
Depending
menu.
on what they had, yeah.
If they had chicken bowl.
Oh,
you
Popcorn
had chicken bowl?
chicken bowl.
You best believe I'm getting school lunch. But, you know.
We had hot ham and cheese like every day.
No.
Hot ham and cheese on a pretzel roll. It kind of slapped.
I remember that being good in elementary school.
Yeah. Hamburgers.
Sometimes on grilled cheese days.
We had Mac Sticks.
What is that?
Which are like, it's basically like stuffed crust pizza, but just the crust part.
Oh, yeah. Like cheese sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had those.
Hit the spot.
Were your parents allowed to come and eat lunch with you in elementary school?
There was like one day where it was like,
Really?
bring your parent to lunch day. Yeah.
Really?
Were yours?
Yeah.
What?
Any
Just, like, for
given
fun?
day. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
My dad would come in a lot and eat with me because he works at night.
Yeah.
Because he's a
So
911
he would
dispatcher.
Yeah.
So he would just have his days free.
That'd
And
be
he would
so
come in. He would
fun.
come in on grilled cheese days.
Aw.
And then sometimes he would come in and bring like McDonald's or
That's the
Chick-fil-A.
best.
And I'd be like, yeah, all you guys eating your gross hamburger.
Mhm.
I'm eating chicken nuggets, baby.
If my parents did come, they would usually bring sheets.
yeah.
Like a sheet sub and some
something,
fries.
something like that makes everyone like turn their heads.
I literally might have to get sheets for dinner.
Okay.
I just got the most immense craving
Okay.
for my childhood.
It's done then.
Because every Sunday when we were kids, after church, we would get sheets for our meal.
What's
and I
your
would get a
go-to?
sub. I would get a turkey sub, toasted cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickles, mayo, and fries.
Yum.
Okay, fine.
It's sold. Sheets has good fries.
Real quick, unpopular opinion, but I'll say it.
Oh.
Sheets have the best fries.
You do believe that.
Sheets out of any, sorry, McDonald's, move aside. Chick-fil-A, Sheets, oh my God.
I just don't know that I could pick, but Sheets does have good
They're
fries.
so thin and
I love
crispy.
their curly fries too.
Yeah, you do.
The other thing too is does every school have fire prevention, right?
What do you mean?
Like
fire drills?
No. Like when you were in elementary school, you had a fire prevention day or like fire prevention week where the fire company would come in and teach you about fire safety.
Maybe if we did, I don't really remember, but my school was right next to a fire station, so I'm assuming
likely.
we did.
Yeah, so fire prevention
Oh,
week.
you were like a celebrity that week.
Yeah,
You're like, that's my dad.
I don't know if it was week or if it was day, but fire prevention day will go with the fire company would come to the elementary school and teach us safety.
And
And my
like,
dad's the fire chief.
Been there, done that.
And my mom worked at my elementary school at the time, so like everyone knew my gang.
You were
if
like,
me and my
hey.
gang pull up. But then when we'd have lunch on those days, my dad, my uncle, and like my freaking, not my brother because he was
in
high school at the time, but like all the fire
guys.
company dudes would come and sit with me. And I'd be like, yeah,
Me and my
we're gonna
posse.
need some more chairs down here. But the other thing is too, and this is something that I feel quite strongly about.
Oh God.
And I know there are people out there who also feel quite strongly about it in the opposite way. We would have a coloring contest, okay? And there would be a theme, and then you just draw a picture to
for
go
fire
with
prevention?
it. For fire prevention. For fire prevention.
Okay.
And if you won, the fire truck would pick you up in the morning and take you to school.
No way.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I think they still do it.
Did you win?
So
That's rigged.
no,
Sorry.
No, it's not.
The
Listen.
fire truck could drive you to school any day you wanted.
Listen.
Your dad literally ran that place.
Listen. Still does. Listen.
Listen.
So it was only for 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, right? And there was always a theme. It was like, oh, like change your smoke detector batteries. And then you'd have to come up with a little drawing and do it. And in elementary school, I was a great drawer.
I was just going to say, you're not even artistic.
But in elementary school, I was. The issue is...
Your talent stayed in elementary
right,
school.
I was just going to say, I have really good elementary school
Yeah.
art.
Everyone else just
like
evolved.
I just did it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
If
it
they
is.
did that challenge in 8th grade, you'd be bottom.
So I always entered every year because I loved drawing. I wanted to be an artist at the time, whatever. And my 5th grade year, I got 1st place. So I got to drive to school in the fire truck, and everyone and their mom was out here saying, it's so rigged, Georgia Hall. But here's the thing, Ruby. My dad didn't pick the winners. My dad didn't even see my drawing.
Still, all the guys knew you.
No. He took these drawings, which had the names and the grades and everything on the back, so that,
It wasn't rigged.
It wasn't rigged. Took it into work with people who, it's a 911 dispatch center, so some of them aren't even firefighters. Like, you don't have to be a firefighter as like a prereq. Maybe you do. Don't quote me on that. If you're thinking about applying, just ask my dad. Don't ask me. So he took them there with people who have no ties to me, don't even know who I am, and said, vote. And they picked.
Okay.
They saw the true talent that I had.
Okay.
And they said, this girl is going to drive to school in a fire truck.
Little did they know it was the fire chief's daughter.
Right. So what?
Oh, well.
But it was funny then because my friend Carson, she won too for her elementary school. It's just like funny because she has a picture of her and my father like outside of her elementary school, and she's like,
That's so funny.
And now we're friends.
We had this thing called Fun Fest. So it would be in the spring, like usually in May, like a weekend. And we would get like rides and stuff at
Was
school.
it like a Mayfair?
Kind of, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we would have like raffles and bake sales
so
and all that fun
fun.
stuff and all that. And we would have a poster contest for it to like advertise Fun Fest. I swept every single year. My sister and I both won.
Yeah.
Literally, the only thing I've ever won first prize in is the poster contest.
Is that true?
Fest.
You never won first for any?
I got 2nd place most school spirit. I got 2nd place in the relay. But at least I had
the poster
I
concert.
had the poster contest. I miss elementary school though. It
Yeah.
was fun. We
It's-
had a lot of good times.
Yeah, that's when like school is fun.
Yeah.
Like it's like you're learning or you're having fun with learning on the side.
Yeah, and you're having like parties for holidays.
Yeah.
And you're bringing in cupcakes on your birthdays. I always get around Christmas time those TikToks that are like, Christmas will just never be the same as it is when you're a kid. And I cry
nostalgic.
every time I see them. Just because like we'll never get to experience that again.
True.
There's isn't that crazy to think about?
Yeah.
We'll never get to feel those feelings again.
Growing up is sad.
Growing up
I
sucks.
don't think it's a matter of we're not going to feel those feelings again. But it's just
Those exact feelings and being in that
Right.
exact situation, you won't.
But I mean, you feel other stuff as you get older.
Yeah. They're just not as fun.
When I was in high school, I was really involved in Minithon. And I feel like I've talked about this before, but we would go to the elementary schools and do like a mini-thon for them for the
Aw.
day. So they would raise money and then we'd play games and stuff with them. And so one of the elementary schools that I went to was my old elementary school. And, you know, majority of the teachers left, but some of them were still there. And they'd recognize me and they'd be like, "Oh my God, Georgia, you haven't changed a bit.
And you're like,
You still have the same face." I go, "Yeah, I know. Don't remind me."
they're probably like, "Honey, what are you doing out of class? Get back in line."
Yes.
We got to do that like the day before our graduation. We like walked through the halls of our elementary schools.
I
and,
didn't
like,
get
all
to
the
do
kids
that.
got
I
to
was
come
so
out.
upset.
It was literally so cute. We were all crying and all my teachers were there. We were like, "Oh my God, I love you so much."
I just thought of something that feels like a
What?
fever dream. I didn't get to do that, but when I
I
was
just had the urge to bite your finger
why?
because you were like that.
God, this is a weird episode.
I'm sorry.
We didn't have that. Well, I mean, we were supposed to, but we didn't because of COVID. Whatever.
Ugh.
Taylor's old as time. But we did do this thing in 5th grade called the Viking Parade, where we would make paper mache Viking hats, and then
Were you the Vikings?
no,
That wasn't
we were
even.
the Eagles.
I didn't
we were
know
the
if your
Cumberland Valley
elementary
Eagles.
school had like a different.
But we
'Cause mine
we
did.
were Vikings in the time. I thought that's what you were asking. But it was when we would learn about the Vikings
Oh.
in 5th grade.
Okay.
We'd make paper mache Viking hats. We'd make little boats. And
Oh.
everyone would come out of their classrooms and we'd play Viking music
Ah,
over the speaker and we'd travel
Okay.
through the halls.
that's very special.
Mm-hmm.
We in 6th grade, your
Sorry. Like, why did we do that?
I don't know.
God.
In 6th grade, your big project would be making like paper mache masks, and you would get to decorate them.
Mm.
But apparently, the art teacher hated my class, and we weren't allowed to make them.
That's funny.
We literally, she was like, "No, you guys aren't doing the mask project." We were like, all the teachers hated my grade all throughout the years. I don't know why. I don't, because like the grades after us were so much worse.
Mm-hmm.
But
they didn't know that.
they just didn't like us, I guess. And we got cheated out of a lot of fun stuff. But I do remember we did a origami lesson and we all learned how to make paper cranes. And there was this book called like 1,000 Paper Cranes or something where this girl made 1,000 paper cranes. So we had to make 1,000 paper cranes. I literally, my back still hurts from carrying that project. I said,
You're like Hamilton. Hamilton wrote the other 51. Ruby made the other 999.
Yeah. I made
Cranes.
those cranes. And I think I can still make one, but
I bet you could.
it's not that great. It's a little rough around the edges, but it was pretty fun. I'm just still mad about the mask project.
Yeah.
Because, like, Andrew, our family friend, like, he has his mask hanging up in his room, and every
still
time I
has
see
it.
it, I'm like, that's messed up.
I had my Viking hat for a while, but then I think someone threw it away because they thought it was
Why?
trash.
That's fair.
It looked like trash.
That
Speaking of obscure things that happened in my life, because I think that's the theme of the
Yeah.
episode. In my 6th grade choir concert, not to flex, I had a squawk solo. We sang. Did I tell you this?
Yeah.
We sang a song called Cluck Old Hen, and there was a part at the end where we all held out the note, and then someone got to squawk like a chicken, and then the song ended. And I got the solo, and I remember my name was picked out of a hat.
so it wasn't even based on talent.
No. But
You seem to win a lot of things by luck.
But yeah, which doesn't make sense because you know what? My luck was wasted on my childhood.
That's true.
And now I just have really bad luck.
Yeah.
But Yeah, that was the last time I think I won something. Just kidding, because I won a TV once.
That's true.
But it was like, it went like this. I'm going to recreate it. Cluck, old hen, cluck and squall. And then,
That's good.
ain't laid an egg since away last fall. The end.
Nice.
My family was so proud.
I got to have a
And
special
people
moment.
hated me. So,
Were they jealous?
yeah.
People were jealous of me too.
Jealousy is an ugly trait.
Jealousy is a disease. I had a special moment in a concert as well. I forget what the song was, but it was our spring musical concert in elementary school. And we were doing a song, and for some reason it needed people to spray everyone with silly string. And I think I wore butterfly wings for it for some reason. Like that was part of it. It wasn't
You were
just
a magical
me.
butterfly that sprayed silly string.
Yeah.
That makes sense to
So
me.
at the end of the song, I got to spray people with silly string. And that was really cool.
Yeah.
People were jealous, and I have a video of it somewhere.
Duh.
Yeah. Elementary school choir was really a fever dream.
Right. When I was really annoying in middle school, I would get upset because this logic is so bad. Because in elementary school, everyone has to do gym class and choir.
Yeah.
And then in middle school, everyone has to do gym class, but they don't have to do choir. And I always felt really passionately about that. I don't anymore.
No, I mean, it makes sense.
But it's like, oh, I'm forced to do what you like. I'm forced to play basketball and
Yeah,
soccer, but you
you're
don't
not
get to
forced
sing.
to sing.
So it's like, I make a fool out of myself and I'm embarrassed, but I could sing circles around you,
Yeah.
Steven,
No, I get it.
from middle school.
She's got a grudge.
Against Steven from middle school.
I understand that, though, because it was the same way at our school.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember gym in middle school.
Gym in middle school was horrible.
Gym in middle school was horrible. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think one year was like sports and one year we had to do like weightlifting. I liked gym in high school because you only had to do it like a couple years
Right.
and like you could
And
choose
you could
the
do
type.
health class instead. Could you do that?
We had to take health class also.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe we
But I
do
just
that.
took lifting classes, which was so fun because like
Yeah.
I loved weightlifting. It's better than playing team sports, which is literally
was
the bane of my existence.
CPR that I took instead. That's what it was.
Okay, well that's easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I say as I don't know how to do CPR.
I can teach you.
That's easy. Just like save someone's lives.
My middle school gym teacher, have I ever talked about this? I don't think I have. Called me Georgianne every single day.
Oh yeah, you told me.
Literally
about
every
this.
single day. And she was like, I'd be like, it's Georgia. And she'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why I keep calling you that. I think there's another redhead named Georgianne in another class. And I was like, first of all, I'm not a redhead. I'm close, but I'm not. Second, you're making that up.
Yeah.
You are making that up. There
Who
is
would
no
name their kid
goddamn
Georgianne?
Georgianne in this school.
No.
Mm-mm.
You would know.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I have it out for you, Mrs. Clippinger.
Uh-oh. I also think it's weird that in elementary school we didn't have to change for gym class. Like I get it because there were a bunch of kids, but the thought of doing gym class and then sitting in your clothes all
Just
day and like
weird.
we would do gym class in like jeans.
Like denim. Yeah, I was just going to say
and
wearing
I
denim.
remember we were going into gym class and the class that was in there before us was walking out and it was hurdles day, which
I love hurdles.
because
We're
we got long
Yep,
legs.
Yep.
We could hurdle circles around these bitches.
So true.
But this girl was in that class and she was walking out and she had on a long denim skirt. And you know that long denim skirts, you're not moving.
Yeah.
Your legs are staying right next to each other. They are not moving. You're shuffling. You're not walking. You're shuffling. I said, how did she get over the hurdles?
Did you watch it?
No, because she was leaving. I wish I could have watched it.
Dang.
But I
Maybe
think
she
about it
just
to
like
this day.
pulled it up like Irish dance
True.
style.
I was just
That's crazy.
I remember looking and being like, yikes. She probably
That
had
is
a rough
not good.
class.
Yeah.
A rough class. But then I also like changing in middle school was so awkward
Mm-hmm.
and just like we wear our grimy little white shirts and athletic shorts and
Ours was gray shirts.
I think we
Which
could
is
do
worse.
red, white, black, and probably gray. And they had to be
Did you-
plain or they had to have like hemfield
You
stuff
didn't
on it.
have like a uniform?
No, we just had to bring our own clothes.
We had a uniform. It was
I
so
feel like
bad.
that's better.
I should find mine and wear it for the bit.
You should.
But it was gross. Mine always smelled horrible.
Yeah.
Did you have swim class in high school?
No, my high school didn't have a gym or a pool. We had a pool like the rec center, so like our high school swim team would just swim at our rec center.
Okay.
But like it wasn't at our high school. So, but
Mhm.
I'm so glad we didn't have a swimming class. Like that just sounds like hell.
It was freshman year. So it's like middle school. I mean, my middle school didn't have a swimming pool, so I guess that makes sense. But like middle school is like if I had swimming in middle school, fine. Everyone's awkward then. But high school, like this is where you're trying to be cool, and you have.
Swim.
I had 5th period gym class.
At least it was
we
at the
had-
end of the day.
No,
Wait.
it wasn't. We
Oh,
had
did you have
8 periods.
We had 5.
So me and my friend Callan would come to biology with wet hair, and they always let you out late. You didn't have time, and like one thing about me, guys, is I really feel very vulnerable when I have wet hair. Like if you see me with like, I will wake up the extra hour so I have time for my hair to dry. I don't know what it is. Just something about me is I take my hair really seriously. Ruby knows.
Yep.
And so like the fact that I couldn't do my hair care, like I would just go to class and look like a sewer rat.
Yeah. No.
Horrible
Also,
time.
I'm not a super like I can swim, but I'm not a super strong swimmer.
That's
and having
the
to
other
swim
thing.
in front of people.
I'm a
no.
horrible swimmer. It was me, my friend Sam, and my friend Jaden, who is my sister's fiance's sister.
So you're gonna be related.
Yeah, we're
God.
gonna be like
Sister-in-law-in-laws.
sister-in-laws-ish. Yeah,
It's
we were
twice
in the
removed.
smallest, or there were 3 groups,
Yeah.
like beginner, regular, and then like advanced. We were in the first group.
It
was
bringing me
so,
back to my swim
it was
lessons as a
so
child.
humbling. But you know what? I don't care.
when I was in the 3-foot water with all of the little kids.
It was just like that. Yep. So don't recommend having a swim
No.
class to anyone.
No.
It was hell. And then you have to get out of this, like
Yeah.
you're butt ass naked in
Yeah.
front of your entire grade.
Yeah.
Well, not the boys,
But still.
but still, that's so vulnerable.
in your 9th grade body.
And you know, like you're
No.
still like damp, so you put on your clothes and it's like,
Ugh, that
whoa!
sounds literally
You can't even get
awful.
it. You can't even get
You
in
smell
your
like
robe.
chlorine all day.
Yes, you can't even
Ugh.
get in your robe.
Nope.
Straight to
That's
class,
messed up.
and then you're running, so
That
you're
is
sweaty
messed
too.
up.
It was just,
I could
don't
never. I would
don't miss
have
it.
dropped out of school.
I don't miss it.
I would have come up with a thing, been like, I'm allergic to chlorine. I can't, like something. I have a religious disagreement with swimming.
Yeah.
I'm not a big like. I like the pool, and
Yeah.
I love swimming in the pool.
Mm-hmm.
Only if I can stand in it. I don't like swimming in water I can't stand in.
Right.
And I'm not a big water person though. Besides
No.
that, I hate the ocean.
I'm like, yeah.
Lakes, I haven't been in them enough. Again, I would just have to be able to stand in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it's over my head, no.
Mm-hmm.
Paddle boarding, that sounds like my idea of torture. Boating, no.
You don't like boats?
I would maybe go on one. I would just need to bring my C-band so I don't throw up
Okay.
because I get motion sickness.
Okay,
very
well that's
easily.
why you probably don't like water too much.
I just like
I get the ocean fear.
I hate the
I don't
ocean.
like that it's
And
like
it's like-
unknown.
it's not even that. I'm not even like afraid of it.
I am.
I just don't like it.
Yeah.
And it's this is
Salt
something
water.
this is something that I struggle with. So I'm opening up to you guys. But I get very self-conscious when I go to the beach because I never want to be the boring friend.
Right.
I never want to be, if my friends invite me to the beach,
You're gonna go.
I'll go. But I'll sit on the sand and I'll read my book all day. I will read that book for 8 hours
There's no shame
straight.
in that.
I'm sorry I don't want to immediately run and dunk myself in the ocean and get catapulted because of a wave and drown and then come back to life. I'm sorry I don't want to do that. And I always just feel so self-conscious that people think I'm the boring friend and that they're like, oh my God, like she's being so crazy. Like, ugh, just get over your fear. It's not a fear. It's a dislike. And
just don't
the
wanna.
one thing about me, if I don't like something, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So it's just,
I don't shame you for that.
I like the beach. I like to read on the beach. I like to bring my chair to the very edge of the water and I like to have it come up on my ankles while I'm reading. I like to take naps on my chair, on the towel. I like to take naps at the beach house because the air down there is different. Besides that, I would so much rather do something else.
Yeah.
I would so much rather go to a city,
Fair enough.
I don't know.
That's okay.
Water's just not my thing.
That's all right. I used to be really into the ocean. Like I would boogie board and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't hate it.
I like.
I'll go
I'll
in.
tell you this: if it's calm waters, like on the Gulf, I'll go in it. As long as there's not these crazy huge waves. I just don't think it's fun being
Yeah.
dunked by waves.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Have
Kill
you ever
me.
been in like a riptide? Have you ever been caught in a riptide?
I don't think so because I would never allow myself
My
to be in
brother
that
position.
position.
And it was funny because it was when we were all younger, and
He could have
I
died,
was
Georgia.
no, it's funny. He's still alive. I can laugh.
Okay.
And so it was funny because my parents and my aunt and my uncle were all on the beach. We were all chilling. And they saw the lifeguard go after someone. And they were like, oh, shit, like the lifeguard's going after someone. They were like, oh, my God, it's Alex.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, he's fine.
He lived.
Dramatic ass.
Yeah. Attention seeker.
So
Got
true.
the lifeguard out. Oh, my God. All my cousins are like big swimmers. They used to do swim team. They all live at the beach. They all
Yeah.
lifeguard. They all surf. And I'm just like,
Not me, though.
we could not have the same jeans.
Mm-mm.
I don't believe it.
Mm-mm.
Mine are from Francesca's. Ha ha ha.
I made a jeans joke once. And you made fun of me
'Cause
when
yours
Tommy
wasn't
was
funny.
on. Yes, it was. He laughed.
Chickens wearing jeans.
Yeah.
Anyways.
We started with the word lacking. We talked about what we've been lacking lately.
And you know, we could have ended on something we're lacking too.
Right.
Swimming skills.
So I guess we could call this
A full circle moment.
Good.
From lacking to swimming.
Yeah.
What a time.
To be alive
And now I'm going to plan my beach trip for the summer.
and get sheets.
I don't have the money for sheets.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode. So it was a crazy one.
It really was. I would like to apologize for...
Being mean.
You know what? I know why I was being mean. It's just
Why?
because I was mad that everybody picked you.
Oh. Yeah, you started off the episode on a mean, salty note.
Not my fault.
You were taking it out on me.
Not my fault.
You were taking it out on me.
I was. I'm sorry. I should have
Aw.
taken it out on all of our fans.
No.
Would you like that instead?
No.
Yeah.
That's
what
not
I
what
thought.
I'm saying. You
It's
shouldn't
fine.
take
This
it
is
out
just
on
something that
anyone.
I have
It
to
was
work
just a
through on
joke.
my own. It was a joke to you.
Make sure you guys follow us on social media so next time we post a poll like that, you can vote and participate and be a part of the reason. We are at Hyper Talkative Podcast on Instagram and TikTok, at Hyper Talkative on Twitter, and then we also just have a link tree in all of our bios, which can take you to our website, which, speaking of, is www.hypertalkativepodcast.com. Lots of fun things in the works, I guess you could say.
Hopefully.
We're thinking of something, it's almost March. It's March. Holy shit.
This is literally coming out on March 3rd.
Oh my God.
Oh, my Lanta.
Happy March, guys.
Happy
but
March.
It's March, which means
We're close to our 1 year anniversary. So obviously
we're gonna
do something big and
Special.
special.
I thought you were gonna say spectacular.
And spectacular.
The point is,
This
you're gonna want to be
following
in
us.
the inner circle so you can see what we're planning.
Yeah.
What's up our sleeves?
Georgia has shoulder pads up her sleeves.
I do. Shout out Community Aid.
I have arms up mine. Shout out
I also
Goodwill.
have arms.
There they are. Well, as always, peace be with you.
And with you. Hyper Talkative Podcast is brought to you by us. Just us.
Unless you want to sponsor us. Wink, wink.
Hyper Talkative is recorded at the Candy Factory Co-working and Social Club in downtown Lancaster.
Our theme music was done by help from Johnny Jed Music, and the show is recorded, edited, and published by Georgia Hall and Ruby Murdoch.